Welcome to Storytelling Tarot. My name is Jeida Story, and I'm so excited that you're with me today. Let's see what the word is for today, November 4th. And remember, no matter when you're watching this message, it's for you. I believe in giving timely and timeless messages, so whenever you arrive, you're right on time. Let's see what's the word for today. What is the word for today? Thank you, spirits, ancestors, guides, for clear messages. That one wanted to be seen. We have death. Old things are passing away. Old things are passing away. Old things are passing away. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the chat. I just pulled the death card. Old things are passing away. And I love that this card is falling right now in the season that where we are celebrating the spirits. We are celebrating. We just passed All Saints Day, All Souls Day. We just ended Hoodoo Heritage Month. And so right now people say is when the veil is thin, but how many know if you really tapped in, you know the veil is thin a lot of the time. But this is a time where collectively we can feel the spirits at work. So I love to see the death card here right now as the frame or the foundation of this reading, because it lets me know that old things are passing away. But I also think that the old things are becoming more present, meaning our spirits who have gone on to glory, as they say, they are very active and present right now. And so when I say that old things are passing away, I think that there is an awareness that we need to have that the former thing, the things that have been holding us down, that have been keeping us stuck, right? It is possible for them to be unstuck. It is possible for them to be moved. It is possible for them to no longer have the same power that they have over you in your current situation. Old things will pass away and they will become distant memories to you. I love that. Let's get some tarot cards. Talk a little bit more about this. We know that death is also transformation. We know that death is also a door. Just yesterday, I did a presentation in a class that I'm taking where we had to make collages that share our spiritual lesson. And I decided to talk about my journey from transforming from a church girl to a conjure woman, right? That's a part of one of my programs, when church girls become conjure women. And I utilize the wisdom of the Congo cosmogram, and I started my story with death. My story starts with death. It starts with old things passing away. It starts with the thing that had to get off of me so that I could become more myself. So death is something that we celebrate. The more I dive deeper into my spirituality, the more that death is not something that I fear. But I learned that now it's something that I can embrace. Because when death is here, old things pass away. Right? It means that I am readying myself for the next part of my story. Death is a door. It's not a dead end. Right? So even when we're talking about physical death, that is but a door. You don't move from life into death and find nothingness. That's why this season is so powerful, because we know that those who are death, who have died, are still with us. Oh, thank you, Avery. Thank you. This season is for us to remember the power that we have given to death. We have given death so much power that it's become something that we're afraid of, that it's become something that we shy away from, that it becomes something that we tremble in fear, and rather than embracing. When death comes, change is imminent. When death comes, change is imminent. And so when we see this card, we don't have to be afraid. Instead, we can say, oh, I'm transforming. Oh, my life is about to change. Oh, something brand new is about to happen. Oh, I'm about to be elevated. Oh, something is getting off of me. Huh? Ooh, we have given death so much power, when really death is but a doorway. Death is a portal. Death is a way that we move through from one story to the next. Let's see. If you're watching live, I would love if you could press that like button. Give me a like. Let me know that you're here. Let's see what else the spirits have to say to us today. What else does it? Ooh, okay, that wanted to come out. King of Cups. Tell us more about this death season. This death. Six of Cups with the Two of Swords. So I love this because the Two of Swords is what's loudest for me right now. This Two of Swords can be what I like to call is a crossroads card. Right? This person is blindfolded. They have these two swords and they are seated, right? Trying to determine which way do I go. They might even be seated because they know that death is calling for them to move through a particular door to find their freedom. But we have told ourselves that death is something to fear, that transformation is something to fear, so we don't even approach. And so the Two of Swords shows us in that position of indecision. Because I know that I'm about to move into a new level that is going to require so much of me. But it's ultimately the thing that I'm praying for. It's ultimately the thing that I've hoped for. It's ultimately what I have been believing is possible to happen, that is going to be miraculous in my life. But I am so afraid of what it's going to cost me. It's going to cost you. But the cost is the weight that you've been carrying around. That's what has to go. Sometimes the way that I like to say is like death. When I think of death, I almost think about like a keyhole in a door, right? If the passage into death is like the size of a keyhole, that means that there's things that have to come off of you so that you can fit through, right? And sometimes we don't want to let go of things. Sometimes we don't want to depart from what is familiar because we know it so well. But Spirit is saying the level, the newness that you are walking into, there's a lot on you that is not permitted to go into your next season. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Because that's going to be the only thing that's going to have you be indecisive about whether or not you should move. Because you're going to be too busy looking back, right? We got the Six of Cups. That can be the card of nostalgia. You won't be too busy looking back trying to figure out, well, can they come with me? Well, what about the plans that I made? Can that go too? What if the answer is no? Well, what about my friends? What about my lovers? Can they go too? What if the answer is no? You still gonna go? Well, what about the dreams that I had that I thought were, yeah, but the dreams that you had were attached to your limits, not your limitlessness. You were dreaming with limits. So if if death is requiring that you be bigger, then you got to leave the limited dreams behind. Be bigger. Be bigger. Six of Cups shows us trying to hold on to the old thing, the nostalgia. Sometimes we are connected, really connected, right? Sometimes enmeshed, but connected to something that is not primed for our next step. Can we let it go? Can we let it go? Can we let it go and trust that what really belongs to us will always find us again? Will always find us again. But sometimes we have to shed the old skin, right? So we can see ourselves anew. You see, I got all my snakes on today. So not surprised that I have Sankofa and snakes on me. Because sometimes we have to shed so that we can fit through that doorway that takes us to the next level. Do you think that snakes miss their old skin that they shed? Do you think that snakes miss the skin that came off? No. No. In fact, what I learned from a friend of mine who owns snakes, that the shed that snakes have, if it's on too long, it becomes painful. If it's on too long, it can actually cause them harm. Sometimes they don't even eat because the process of shedding is work. So what I'm saying, what I'm propositioning to you is not an easy thing. And also, you must shed it, or else the thing that you are holding on to can be a part of the death that you don't want. It could be an early termination of the dreams and miracles that you've been wanting for. That's not what they want for you. So shed it. Let the old stuff come off of you. The thing is, when the old snake skin comes off the snake, they don't stop being a snake. But the skin is new. They have new luster, right? They can move around better. They can eat, right? And enjoy. So some of us are afraid of the shedding because we don't know what's going to happen, not knowing that you're about to step into your best self. Let it go. We got the King of Cups. Hey, Harmony Phoenix. We got the King of Cups. I want to know what the King of Cups has to say to us today. And then I'm going to leave y'all. What's the King of Cups? What's the King of Cups wanting us to know in this moment? Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. So who is the King of Cups? The King of Cups is one who is very spiritual, emotionally intelligent, on top of their game when it comes to how they handle themselves, how they manage their emotions, right? How they manage their spiritual life and their spiritual responsibilities, right? And when I ask, what does the King of Cups have to offer us today? The King of Cups is talking about some of those things we talked about earlier with the limits. The King of Cups is aware of where they don't have to overgive, overdo, overextend. The King of Cups believes in sharing the responsibilities and not taking on more than they can bear. You know, people say that that's a scripture. God will not give you more than you can bear, right? I believe that we should not be taking on more than we can bear. Because a lot of times that's what we do. Put on more than we can bear. Put on more than we can bear. Putting on more. Adding on more. I'm not talking about these oppressive systems that we're living under that put on more because they want to see us die and never live again. I'm talking about when we opt in. I'm talking about when we participate in our suffering. That's on us. I'm saying when we buy into the lie and start to put it on. The King of Cups says, lay it down. The King of Cups says, that's not even yours. King of Cups says, every time they throw something to try to knock me off course, I surf. I surf. Huh? I swag when I swerve. Now watch me surf and swag. It's very that. It's very that. So when they try to use your apparent lack of resources, your apparent lack of energy, your apparent lack of physical ability, right? Whatever they say is a limit. The King of Cups says, put that back on them. Don't accept their limits. The King of Cups says, whatever is yours, you take on, but the rest of it, get rid of it. It's not yours to carry. They will put indictments on you as a human being surviving under capitalism, patriarchy, white supremacy, and say it's all your fault. King of Cups says, I know better than that. I'm in tune with my spirit better than that. I'm in tune with my emotions better than that. And I know that you're trying to manipulate me and cause me to buy into this thing. I'm not opting into this. I'm not going to buy into my own suffering. I will resist. I will call back my energy every time. I will call back my spirit every time. And I will do what's necessary to shed the skin and the filth that cannot or that would try to keep me from moving through the portals of death that allow me to be reborn. My. I'm going to close with one of my favorite decks. I love to use this deck with my coaching clients. It's the Cosmic Comfort deck. Let's see what the spirits have to say to us as we close. Thank y'all for liking the video. Thank y'all for engaging in the chat. All right, thank you, spirits. How do we punctuate this reading? What do we need as we say goodbye for now? What do we need as we say goodbye for now? This one. Y'all will not believe this. Molt. We've been talking about this this whole time. I'm going to read the card. It says, it is time to shed the constriction costume you've been wearing and let your weirdest, freakiest, uncensored self out into the open. What old identities no longer make sense for you to squeeze into? What have we been talking about? Ooh, what can be shed like an ill-fitting skin? I cannot believe this. I have chills all over my arms, y'all. Ooh. What can be shed like an ill-fitting skin for you to move through the world more freely as your true, magnificent self? It is okay if the molting process feels ugly, messy, or downright uncomfortable and scary. It's okay. Embrace the process and be ready to experience the pleasure of no longer hiding. Let your real self be seen by the world. Ooh, yes, Black Butterfly, that old skin gotta go. Molt. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. I give thanks. That's powerful. What a powerful way to end this. It's time to shed the constriction costume you've been wearing. Yeah, that skin hurts when it comes off sometimes. But it will be detrimental if you leave it on. Take it off. Don't worry about how you're going to look when it comes off. Take it off. Don't worry about who's going to be there when it comes off. Take it off, because you got somewhere to go. You got someone to be. Hear me. You have someone to be who is, woo. You know, we always say there's somebody who's waiting on you to become yourself, somebody who's waiting on your art, someone who's waiting on your ministry. You are waiting for you. There's a you who's waiting on your becoming. You are waiting for you. No more hiding. Enter into death. Go there and know that it's just a door. It is not your final destination. All right, my loves. Thank y'all for being here with me today. I hope that this was helpful. I love you. Remember, sweetness is the standard. I'll talk to y'all real soon.